Breaking news reports just into us. This from the business world on that massive media merger we've been telling you about. This is coming into us in like the last maybe hour with two reports saying Warner Brothers Discovery will tell its shareholders to reject one company's offer to buy them out and instead to pick Netflix. Remember, there was this potential bidding war that was at stake here. Paramount versus Netflix to take over this massive media company. Paramount launched that hostile bid for Warner Brothers not long after WBD announced the Netflix deal. The Netflix offer is for a big chunk of Warner Brothers, but the Paramount gives more cash for the whole thing. Reps did not immediately respond for these companies to our request for comment, but a spokesperson for Jared Kushner's investment company, Affinity, the one that was backing Paramount's offer, tells us the firm is withdrawing from the bid that Paramount is putting forward. All of it is super interesting. Brian Chung is tracking all of this now. And Brian, this is a big deal from a consumer perspective. That's kind of downstream, and also from just like a big sort of economic media perspective as well.
Yeah, Hallie, again, what we're talking about here is whether or not it's going to be Netflix or whether or not it's going to be Paramount that's going to be owning a lot of these massive assets under Warner Brothers, most notably Max and HBO Max, their streaming service there. Now, obviously, the big announcement from a few weeks ago was Netflix making this $82.7 billion deal to get Warner Brothers, and then you had Paramount seemingly from the rafters saying that they were going to have this hostile bid. They were going to try to basically will their way to convincing shareholders that they had a better deal. There were some substantial differences in the way that these companies wanted to buy them. Paramount offering to buy the whole company, whereas Netflix is only going to buy basically their movie assets, contingent on Warner Brothers spinning off some of their cable networks like CNN, for example. Now, when it comes to the news that we just got in the last few hours, there are a lot of moving parts here. There are these reports from Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal suggesting that Netflix is going to be the preferred bidder from Warner Brothers. Again, they will advise Warner Brothers, being their shareholders, to go with the Netflix deal. But you also have some developments on the Paramount front, because a lot of people have been watching that development and saying not only could they be offering more money here, but they also might have the support of President Donald Trump. Why? Because you have Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law, endorsing this deal in the form of his a firm called Affinity Partners being part of it. Now we're hearing directly from Affinity. They were telling to NBC News in a statement that they're not going to be part of this deal anymore. This is notable. Again, they said that the dynamics of the investment have changed significantly, and also should be noted, Hallie, we've heard from the president on Truth Social saying he has not been happy with CBS because of some 60 Minutes pieces as of the last few weeks. That might be perhaps related to what happened with Jared Kushner pulling out of this deal, but a lot of things that just happened in the last few hours.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.